Okay, so remember a few videos ago, I said that what MIDI really is a way for one thing to control another thing, right? So either a computer controlling a synthesizer, or one of these kinds of instruments controlling a computer, or one of these kinds of instruments controlling a synthesizer. It's a way for two things to talk to each other. Now, that idea of control goes beyond musical instruments. Yes, it was designed to work with musical instruments. That's why it's called Musical Instrument Digital Interface. But that whole concept of turn this, play this note, play it that loud, and that's all it says, more or less, that system has been used in other ways also. So you can find something like lights that are controlled through MIDI, because if you have a whole lighting grid like the way you might have in a theater where there's a ton of different lights, it's easy for you to get a controller that says, turn that light on this bright, and then turn that light on this bright. Now turn that light off. That's MIDI. That's the same protocol. So a lot of times they use MIDI. A really weird and fascinating thing you can do if you want a really trippy experience is, if you can find your way into a big old theater that has a nice lighting grid like that, go up into the control room. They'll have something that looks like a mixer, and that is a MIDI device that's controlling the lights. You can unplug that, plug in your keyboard or your MIDI guitar, and play the lights. You can totally do it, and it's really fun. Just start riffing and playing weird stuff and watch the lights go crazy. You can totally do it because it's the same protocol. There's other stuff that use the MIDI specification, the MIDI language, I should say. Things like robotics have used it. You know, if you build a robot, you want to say, move this arm this much, move this finger this much. Some early robotics have used MIDI to communicate to the little motors all over the place how much to move and to where, because it's really a simple thing. So, food for thought. Just because of the way it was designed, MIDI has turned out to be useful for a variety of things. So, now that we know where it comes from, let's talk about how to use MIDI in music production. So, back to making music. Up next.